Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Ninja Gaiden Black. Pretty sure my thing's on. Yes, everything should be recording. Okay, cool. I like to, make sure and double check on everything. So today we're gonna finish up chapter 9, I'm pretty sure. That's the goal. I mean, again, move things backwards because I keep pushing everything forward to try to move things around and I end up accidentally doing that. We have to fight. I'm pretty sure explosives or cores work the best here. See if I can try to take out that asshole first. So this is the tank fight. It's nothing to really scoff at, but it's not entirely the most difficult thing either. So, I mean, as you can tell, I'm kind of taking a bit of a beating here. Now, the thing is, to find out when he's going to fire a missile shot at you will be like whenever the tank basically turns around to look at you. I did not mean to put through that. Has it really been that long since I've played this game that I've forgotten how to play the game at this point? Another good thing too is if you do need more ammo because you might have ran out at this point or something, there's at least 2 boxes here which contain both explosive arrows and should contain the ASDF cores as well. And this is pretty much the entire boss fight. And you can get ran over, by the way. You can, well, you won't die from it. You'll just get hit. Because at the end of the day, it's still a video game. So, video game logic still does play a big part in this. But there you go. Relatively pretty easy boss. Nothing too difficult. But I forgot we have to fight a second one. How did I forget that? Same thing applies here. It's not really any more difficult. But yeah, see, those are the cores, and the other side has the explosives. So the darker colored box here would be more dark green. Oh, for fucking crying out loud. Yeah, I hate when the game does this. Dude, that's enough. You can calm the fuck down. You're not the fucking hero, dude. You're not the hero in this story, man. Just letting you know that right now. You're not gonna like what's gonna happen next when I get done with this bullshit. Yeah, I want him fucking dead now. By the way, you don't actually have to aim in. It just makes things a lot easier. I think in later variations of this game, if I remember correctly, it shows how much I actually remember anything. Because, things do change from time to time. Or at least I pretend like they change enough. But I could have sworn that you can jump and shoot arrows, but that was, I believe, in Ninja Gaiden 2 only. And even then, in Ninja Gaiden 2, they also changed up the arrow formula as well. I think, because I'm not really 100% sure because it's been a bit, but I do think that the way that those worked in that game was, didn't they add the ability to charge? I'll keep it on for now, actually. Didn't they add the ability in like the Sigma version to charge arrows? Or is that something else I'm thinking of? I don't know. I could have sworn that was a thing that you could do. I mean, I'm pretty sure 3 does that. At least Razor's Edge. Nothing over here. I don't think there's ever been anything over anywhere, really. I usually end up trying to check just to make doubly sure if there's anything in the environment at all worth looking for. But then you just find out, like, no, there's just nothing here. The most it seems like you'll get is just an elixir. I mean, there could have very well been a Life of the Gods hiding out somewhere. But, yeah. Also, I forgot we have to do this boss fight, too. Yes, it's one right after the other. And if you got healing items, then you'll be fine. Because ultimately, this boss is not that bad. And then even then, after all this is said and done, we still have more shit to do. Not necessarily a boss, particularly, but you'll see. Well, this one's a boss, yes, but we have to take out that tower. And we can't hit it from here. I'm sorry about the computer making noise. I don't know. Like, I feel like the less space I have on my computer, the more it just starts to fucking make noise. Seems to do that. No. Seems to act up a lot more. Alright, so this guy is a little bit more annoying and difficult than the tank. Yes, I would say ultimately, yes, more annoying. I'm pretty sure you can do the non-aim thing, which I should probably just go ahead and make sure I don't die here. As much as I possibly can, because dying here would be absolutely terrible. As in, I'm pretty sure you could just hit B, and you will still hopefully be able to aim at the guy, I think. Okay, well, you aim in the direction, but I don't think Ryu has good shots on it. And sometimes he's supposed to go underneath the bridge and fly back up. If you're wondering, how the hell are you doing this without a reticle? Well, that's just the game for you, man. That's just the game. Yeah, right here is where you can just kind of like not aim and you'll be fine. Until he starts launching rockets, which he does like 2 or 3 of. At least, give or take. And yeah, we're going to have to aim in for this fight. Completely off topic, but I'm kind of excited that Luigi's Mansion 1 is finally coming to the Switch too. I've been wanting that to happen for a while. I've been wanting just like Luigi's Mansion like 1 remake or something that's not, you know, the fucking 3DS one. Because knowing them, you know, if they were going to port Luigi's Mansion, they probably would have done the same thing they did with 2. But then again, 2 was made for the 3DS. As in, they probably would have just ported the 3DS version of Luigi's Mansion 1 and said, here you go, here's your HD version, dickhead. This is the definitive edition. Because back in the day, they apparently wanted 3D in their game, I guess. That was something I heard today. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard something about, like, they wanted to have the 3D aspect, but they didn't. And then when the 3DS came out, they got their wish. I don't know, but that doesn't sound... That sounds weird, you know? Like, that... I don't know. I forgot there was actually a save here. Although, to be fair, I think that was here the whole time. I just, like the dork I am, didn't realize it was actually there or not. I'm not a... This chapter's okay. I don't think this is really a bad chapter, but I definitely don't really enjoy doing it nearly as much. I think it's definitely one of the lesser ones for me. Which sounds crazy, because you're probably thinking, like, oh my god, how many of these fucking chapters do you actually like? Because it sounds like you don't like any of them. Oh, that's right. That's how you get that. Yeah. Well, we're going to upgrade that now, because that's going to be important for later. Yeah, believe it or not, Diablo, or I forget how it's pronounced. I always fuck it up, but the Diablo is actually pretty good. So now we have 22 scarabs. And so he did tell me I have 21, so I'm pretty sure he did. Alright. I should have went back and saved it, because this part is easy to get caught up on and get killed. Okay. Oh, I guess I could do that early. Huh. Didn't realize I could. I don't know why I never checked. Maybe you can't. Yeah, you probably can't technically do it early. That's a good move to have, actually. I like that one a lot. Poof. There we go. I mean, I might as well just get the money from him. Like, I'm not going to get much out of this anyway. This should be an elixir. Well, okay, it's a elixir. Not the one I thought it would be. Alright, so these guys are going to give you a lot of shit. And this is why this part kind of sucks. So, you can kill them, which is probably preferable that you do that. I'm just going to go ahead and just pop up Spirit Elixir, actually, not go crazy here. It is a lot easier just to, like, it's easier to take down the whole thing if these guys are gone. But at the same time, we should be, I think we need explosives anyway. I don't think cores work. Fucking crime me. No, cores work. I've always hated this part. Because it just feels RNG-ish. It's really annoying. I know it's not, but it just feels like it is. Okay, so that's everything. Okay, thank God. And don't get me wrong, like, I still love this game dear to death. It's just that there are these parts of the game where I get to, I'm like, I don't want to do that. And then, like, on Master Ninja mode, I'm pretty sure I would probably most likely just say screw all that and just kill the guys. But it does take a while to kill them, too, which sucks. Alright, this part's really annoying. So, what we're going to do is whip out the windmill. And I was going to say, I could have sworn that there was camera reset. Whip out the windmill, kill one of those guys real quick. Because they can shoot you off and knock you off the platform. I mean, I could just avoid them as is, but yeah. Now, this part's confusing as hell. I don't know why the game did this. By the way, that on, again, Master Ninja mode, I know I'm talking about Master Ninja a lot, but to me, that's like the main part of this game is Master Ninja for me. Well, just Ninja Gaiden 1 in general. Not really necessarily Black, because I've yet to actually get Master Ninja mode unlocked on this game. So that's kind of my fault. But from what I can gather, if I remember correctly how to do this properly, I think you need to come out here first. And then try to get access to this. Well, not this, but you'll see what I mean. Like, you come down to this room, and then you're locked out. Not from the room, but I should have specified that. You're locked out from here. You need a key card to get in there. This is where things get kind of funky. Funky fresh. I forgot I had a counter. Why do I keep forgetting? Because, like, you don't get the counter move in, like, Sigma until, like, I think close to second Alma. So, no wonder I'd forget it. Should be... Okay. That was something else. Yeah, you run to this door and it says, oh, the door is locked. Basically, you need a key card. And then you're like, okay, well, what the fuck do? I just go back. Because there's nothing else to do. Right? This is why I think this part is funky, because... Why didn't they just drop the key card already? I mean, I don't know. Already ran... Okay, I ran out of those. Alright. I'll pop one, just in case. I'd rather not die. And just because... Just to... I mean, there's a Spirit Electric thing here anyway. But there you go. There's your control room key. So that's how you get access to that. It was a free Nimpo. I might as well take it. I usually try my hardest not to use Nimpo ever. Just so I can get like the better score at the end. Like it matters, but I don't know. Feel free to use Nimpo whenever you want. I mean, this game is, unless you're going for, you know, high ranking stuff, and that's a different story. That's on your own at that point. And that should be chapter over. If I'm not mistaken, it should be. Because we get like that FMV cutscene of the train. Yeah. Which always looks like a fiend in itself, don't it? I forgot that it was start to skip. Alright, get a ton of karma from that, like 10,000 from just, you know, the Nimpo. Which does kind of help, you know, boost my score a bit. And as you can tell, we're starting to kind of get to the part now where the game is like, yeah, you suck. You're no longer a Master Ninja anymore. You suck at this game, so that's great. Alright, next area. This part is also frantically confusing as fuck. Somewhat. It's just one of those weird things where, for some reason, like, I try running over to where I think I'm supposed to go, but then, like, nothing appears. 'Cause I think it's a timed event. Like, you just run in, run out. Because I don't remember... I don't think you have to shoot... Because I think I've done that before, too. I've tried shooting the thing, and I don't do nothing. Unless you do have to shoot it again. Yeah, Mr. I've played this game so many times, and yet forgets to... Yeah, see? It's just bizarre. I don't know why you have to run back. It's one bizarre thing after another. But here's the introduction of the Fiends. The first variant of Fiends. These guys are actually pretty easy, for the most part. Pretty fun to kill, too, not gonna lie. But now we're gonna get into the sewer section, so... It's waterway time, folks. And for those that are familiar with the game, then you know what we're gonna have to deal with. And weirdly enough, I don't know why, but the next chapter starts right there. It's different than like what most of the game has done so far to us when it comes to starting chapters and stuff. I don't know why they particularly did that. I don't know, but I mean, it's an interesting transition. Don't get me wrong. It's just one of those slightly more baffling ones. Like, okay, that's an odd choice. Now, another area that's really confusing as hell. The entire sewer area. I probably won't fight these guys all the time because they do just kind of reappear a lot. I mean, because like when you leave a room and come back, enemies do reappear. At least they're supposed to. So we probably will fight, like, every time we get into a room, we'll probably just fight that room. Even though I could just say fuck all that and skip it. But then again, money would be nice to have. Not that I'm, like, in dire need of it or anything, but... Oh, for fuck's sake. All I wanted was my goddamn UT. I should have probably done Lunar, actually. That probably would have gotten a lot more kills. And I still killed all of them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Those that are wondering, why do I keep tapping A or X or whatever? Why do I keep hitting buttons when I open doors and stuff? It's because you can skip the door opening cutscene. Like it matters, because it ends up playing pretty much the whole damn thing anyway. I like how in the earlier Ninja Gaiden games, enemies will just still try to chase you down even while you're doing a UT. They'll just come right toward you. So it makes for excellent group, crowd control. And just ultimate killing. Which is nice. I don't think we need a thing for this, but I'm going to actually just go save the game first. Well, actually, before we do that... So, yeah, alright, the sewers, we've been here before plenty of time, and I do tend to get kind of confused on where to go sometimes. So this is one of those cases of just bear with me. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to do the best I can here. Oh, no, there's a shop in Sigma. That's what it was. But there's also that, too, which gives us a key. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, like in Sigma, they have a Muramasa shop right over here. Also, another cool little aspect of this game is that rats show you that you can walk. Or you can shimmy across things. Like they are something you can climb on, basically, which is nice. Alright, so now we have Key of Insect, which is back where we pretty much kind of came from. We gotta go there last, to the right. And I think we can go do this first, maybe. If I remember correctly, I think we can. You know what, just for the hell of it, because I don't usually use a lot of different weapons much. I'm not gonna use W, or I always pronounce it wrong, but you get the point. I'm not gonna use that for right now. Not because it's bad, necessarily, but I don't think it's really good for crowd control. That's me, though. Maybe I don't know how to use it properly. That could be the case. But I think Lunar Staff will probably help me a lot. A lot more when it comes to this. Vigorian Flail does help, too. But I'm going to save that for the other room. And for those that know this game, you probably know what room I'm probably talking about, too. And for those that don't know, it's a room filled with armored bugs. Well, I say armored. That's what they look like. Grab this, should be a... Oh, that was a life of gods there. But, oh, yeah, we have to get that first. That's right. I always get kind of confused on what order I'm supposed to be doing things in, so that's why I do that. This should be, I think, a life of gods. If not a demon seal. Oh, okay, well, we're close. Honestly, kind of like a combination of the both of them, because it was a life of gods, sort of. And then, like I said, demon seal, but that's for, like, Nimpo, so it was still the same shape as a life of gods, but for the Nimpo variant. And because I'm scared that I'm going to die, because it can very easily happen, And that's the thing, though. Like, don't let this game trick you into thinking that it's the easiest thing ever. Just because I say that it's not that hard doesn't mean that this game is stupid easy. It just means that a lot of the difficulty, you know, I mean, it's just one of them things. As long as you don't get hit, you should be okay. Takes a while to charge UT. There should be, I think Benediction was money, I think. The armlet of Benediction was money. But there should be like a UT charge armlet. Be careful with jumping and stuff. And yeah, that's the sucky part about the Vigorian Flail is like the first charge only does like a forward strike. What we're looking to get is the second UT charge. This may be cheap, but I do it because it's the most effective thing in taking these assholes out. And the Vigorian Flail is also really good against the undead that we fought before in that earlier chapter. Yeah, they have extremely long range. It's very annoying. But you can do that too, which is nice. I do that every once in a while just to make sure I'm actually hitting the bastards. That was pretty clean. We actually did that pretty well. I say we, but I mean, I'm the one playing it, so... I did that pretty well, not gonna lie. You know what, just because... the chance of probably even getting... another, like, just Nimpo flying around, I'm probably just gonna do that real quick. Wait, we can't upgrade this one anymore? Why not? Oh, that's Fire Wheels. I'm like, why can't we upgrade Inferno? And it's like, oh yeah, I don't have Inferno equipped ever, it seems. So, it's kind of my bad. Switch back to Dragon Sword. You know what? I'll use Nunchaku just to show you guys that I don't really care for it. All right, so Key of Insect goes up y'all somewhere. Somewhere up y'all. Don't think it's this one. Well, it might be. Yeah, I don't know why. I just... like, because, like, Vigorian Flail already just answers the questions I need answered anyway when it comes to which one I'd rather use. It's also good we got the Diablo quite early. Oh, yeah, there it is. Boss fight time. So, I'm going to whip this out, and we are going to use... I'm going to heal, because this shit's dangerous. Activate the cutscene, let him do his thing. And first fight, not that bad. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Ow, damn. First fight, not that bad. Block that, and then roll. Or if you have good timing, then you can roll it. But you want to block it first. Technically, it doesn't matter what weapon you use here. Lunar Staff works pretty well, too. But I prefer using the Great Sword. I'm just going to call it that from now on, because I'm pathetic with names. And I do have it level 2, right? Yeah. When he does that, he just shocks the water. It doesn't affect you at all. And be careful of grabs. But that could just be the other variants that do that. Alright, there you go. Easy boss. But they do come back, and there's like 2 at a time. And they can grab you and do a ton of damage. Because, you know, it's a game that is... I mean, Ryu isn't a fighting game after all. So it makes sense for that to do a ton of damage to you. Because it's a fighting game mechanic. Getting thrown and shit sucks. Okay, got the Tablet of the Sun. That checks that off. Our bucket list. That's now up to like what, 24 scarabs, if I'm counting correct. So whenever we get to Muramasa next, we'll just talk to him and go from there. And look there, I got a goddamn Nimpo out of it. Of course I did. I forgot that thing even drops that like normally. I don't think we go this way first because I think it's blocked by water. I think we have to do the... I think we have to go back downstairs and then go do the whole, the sun tablet thing again to get this to activate. You'd think after all these years of playing this game, I would know exactly which order of things to do. Yeah, see, because like that's blocked off, so we need to knock down the water to get in there. Life of Gods, very nice. God, we still have so much stuff to do. It's crazy. Like, I'm just thinking of, like, all the other stuff we have not done in this game yet, and it's like, goddamn. We still got the Dorku shit. Every time I pass by here, I'm just going to save, because I'm not taking that risk. And now we head back up here. And then, put our thing in. The red water area. Okay, so I guess enemies don't appear that often, as I thought they did. Again, I could be getting mixed up with Sigma, who knows. So if I say something and it sounds stupid, then that's probably why. And don't get me wrong, I actually like Sigma. This is no hatred towards Sigma. Or anybody that does like Sigma, which, you know, I don't blame you, because, I mean, that's what I grew up playing, so I have a small bias toward it, I guess. Although I don't really care for Rachel. I still don't care to play Rachel. That's just going to be a common thing with me, no matter what. And then I think you're forced to play Sonya in 2 anyway, right? She's okay. I feel like she's a little bit more interesting. Switching weapons, going back to Dragon Sword. I wish whenever you equip, I wish they had I wish there was like a cheat code where you can put in for like a different type of Dragon Sword. Like, it's the same Dragon Sword, except it replaces Ryu's entire like skin as some big slobbering fat redditor, and he just carries a katana. I think that'd be an awesome skin choice. Be like Donut Drake from Uncharted. Like, it's still the same Dragon Sword, but just, you know, comes equipped with something else. Something a little bit more endearing, I guess. I think this is the room we go... No, god damn it, that's right, that's blue. Fuck. Alright. Well, now I'm gonna go find where red went off to. And red is... not where I think it's at. But it's probably where I think it's at. Do I keep going to the wrong door? Yeah, I keep going to the wrong door here. This is how bad my sense of direction is, because, like, I think that that's where it would be. But let's be honest, if this was God of War, that would be the case. No, that's not true. I'm just fucking shitting on God of War for no reason. I have no reason to shit on God of War. I grew up playing that shit. That is absolute heresy. I think it's this door. Yes. And this gives us blue. No, it gives us water spirit. That's right. Duh. That should be everything in this room, right? Yeah. Thought so. Okay. Now to remember where to find out where to go, because this leads, I think, back upstairs. And there's no reason to come in here because this place is closed off anyway. This is just a dead end, so. And then that takes care of that. That goes downstairs. This leads us back to here. Well, I think this is... No, this is the insect door. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, that's right. Hold on. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. I'm just being silly. Here's our shop, so... Yeah, I thought so. God damn it. Well, it was worth a check. Life of Gods, I think. Elixir. Do we not have blue? No, I picked up the water... That's right, I picked up the water spirit, not the fucking blue tablet. Damn it. Also, very Devil May Cry-esque looking architecture here. So now we need to go back to the main room. And you guys know the main room. You guys know it by now. Don't get me wrong, this place is not incredibly difficult to figure out. It just... I always tend to forget, like, what's actual progress and what's not. Probably should save it. That would be the smart thing to do. Yeah, because there's no... Is there a save in there? I don't have any revives, so if I die, I'm fucked. I'll save it. We're doing a huge casual Let's Play thing here, so I think it probably would be best if I do that. And you know what's funny, too, is like I could easily... Listen to me. I remember watching, I think it was Godfather Dictator, he would do, just basically just casual runs of Master Ninja mode. So I think that would be kind of a fun thing to try out one day. You know, just casually running through Master Ninja stuff. Alright, you can either just wait for them to come down here and just get close to you and do it this way. This is probably the most effective way of doing it. And if you want extra health, I mean, that's how you get some. And just little bits of extra money. And I don't think that these guys give me... I don't want to say that they give me extra money from chaining combo or chaining UTs. I don't think so. I think you're just stuck with, like, base money no matter what you do. That sounds right. And of course, there's more. There's always more. Number 25. Nice. I should get something even cooler. A bit more of a prize. I probably missed a box. Oh, yeah. Wrong. Wrong spot. I thought I was going to have to deal with ghost fish. Wrong spot. Alright, so let me think here. Yeah, they shock the thing. Just basically wait for one of them to slam down. Yeah, that's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. I'm gonna eat a lot of shit from that one. Okay, not as much as I thought, but still not very nice. I don't want to waste the big ones just yet. Now, the thing is, even though they do slam, I'm pretty sure they can still attack, like, they can still grab you. Because usually they take turns, but I think that grabbing is a thing. Of course I land on the water. Why wouldn't I? I've done that before, where I've actually died there doing that shit. Gross-ass looking bastards. I can't tell if they're supposed to be eels or worms, but I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be just worms. Or maybe lamprey, I don't know. Ouch. Now, you could charge UT and then save yourself the trouble of getting hit, because the UT would just... It would, it'd be invincible, you know. So... Should kill him. Okay, good. And I still miss because I'm right in the corner there. I'll just charge UT because he gave me his life. Might as well do it. You can actually hit them pretty early with UT though, by the way, so bear that in mind. Like if you want to hit them across the room, that is one way to do it. And I think it's only just one chest for each. Or, I mean, as in like there's only just one chest in this room at all. Oh no, there's a scarab too. So they each gave me something. And now I think we do Vigorian Flail. I think. Vigorian. That's funny. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Vigorian, but I've always pronounced it Vigorian. So I've just kind of gotten used to calling it that instead. And we have some enemies in sight. Oh, just bats. That's weird. Maybe Ghostfish is on hard mode. Maybe. So I might be thinking of something else. Again, like I always do. Let's see. Well, we need explosives, actually. Regardless. At some point, we're going to need explosives. But we'll do that probably later. Because we still need to go through here and do what we need to do here. There's still an object I think we have to collect, which should be the blue tablet. If memory serves me correct, that is. I think ghostfish appear here, actually. Yeah, see, they give us incendiary because they know that we're going to have to use it. So, well, less so that they know we have to use it, and more so they made us use it. But you pop this right here and you get back to the main area. Just a nice little shortcut. Oh, I mean, you kind of have to do that because there's no other way back. It caved in everything, so... And that's it for that. That's it for, needing to use the incendiary shurikens for anything at all. So... Yeah, it's insane how much stuff I'm just thinking of, like, that comes in later games. Like, we used to have, like, the lion key shit to do. Oh, God. All that crap. Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. This should just be a regular elixir thing. Yeah, something, well... It was the Nimpo variant, but still. I'll say most of these are just, I think, regular items for the most part, for now. I think this is usually just always bats. No, I think in later difficulties, or at least Sigma, they make it to where it's ghost fish. I might have to look into that and find out, like, which one does what exactly. Like, which has what thing. Like, what does Sigma exactly fully change? So then I don't have to keep mistaking it for this and that. Because black, for the most part, like, I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is. And I do know some changes in the games. Like, I know, like, environmental changes and stuff, at least in the first level. Which is still weird as fuck, though. Like, why would they would do that? I don't know. Did they not like the way... Did they not like the way the game looked originally, maybe? You don't have to fight all these guys. You could just grab the thing and go. There it is. The camera was focusing on somebody. And this leads to that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the other side where the water is at, I think. Oh yeah, so off topic, but I read that, well, funny enough, because I just started a guide of it, but Evil West is on Game Pass now. I was like, about fucking time. I recommend it, though, for those that haven't played it or have maybe some minute interest. I definitely think it's worth it. If you're like me and you like these types of games, I think you'll probably like that one. But I can't exactly determine what you'll like, so... Basically, I like Evil West enough to play it like 3-4 times now, I think. I'm pretty sure this is my third time playing it, because I'm doing... I beat it originally, and then I beat it on Evil to see if I could do it. And then I was like, okay, I can do this. This is not that bad. And then I did it, well, now I'm doing a guide of it, so... Alright, time to save the game, because I'm not taking that risk. Come on. Taking forever to, you know, open doors. Some Resident Evil shit. Don't they have a thing in 9, like, they're gonna add a thing in 9 where you can play like the original game where they have the door opening sequence back, I think. Like, you can put that on. I have no idea where I got that idea from or where I heard that from, but I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, now we should have enough to give us something cool. Armlet of Celerity. Alright, let's see what that does. The Armlet of Celery. Yep, alright, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck defense at this point. Let's just put that on, because I think that'd be a lot better. A lot better use. And... What'd I just do? Okay. I had a Tekken scare, because, like, in Tekken, if you hit select and start, and well, not just Tekken specifically, but a lot of games used to do that. If you hit that at the same time, I think in this game, too, like, you go back to the main menu. So I got really fucking scared. But I did save it, so it's not like it's a big deal, but... Still have no idea why they used to do that, though. I mean, why can't they just make a go back to menu button? I mean, just any, or... Not a button, but you know what I mean, like... I don't know. Games were different, man. I'm not a game dev, so I can't exactly tell you. This should unlock everything, I think. It should be. Yeah. Alright, well, we're definitely gonna save it. Because there ain't no way in hell I'm dealing with this shit in a sec. Without a save. You know what? Just in case... I think this would be somewhat beneficial. I'm hoping. Depends on what we have to, like, yeah, it really depends. Let me check something real quick. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. All right. So this is one of very few arenas, and essentially what this is like a huge gauntlet of enemies. See how like the timer is like up to like 200 some seconds? That's why. Now this is completely optional. This is something you don't have to do. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But the thing is, we have to do this. Regardless. That opens the door, and then we can leave. But if you want to grind just even a little bit, which I probably could. I probably won't finish it, though. Well, okay. I don't remember if all the enemies disappear after a certain amount of time. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just like the enemies will, like, because the whole timer thing is, can you get the fight finished before then, and then earn even more karma because you finished it. That's what that does. I think this is one of the few times where you're probably going to want to chain as much as you possibly can here. Yeah, I'm not going to really bother with this too much. I personally don't really care. I'll get a few good ones. And when I start getting to the point where I'm like, I'm getting hit a lot and I'm just not, I'm not liking this, like right now, for example. Yeah, it's like, alright, it's time to jet. Get the fudge out of here. And by the way, that ground thing that they do, where they burrow on the ground, is something that they bring back in, of course, 3. And what's cool about 3 is the steel and bone technique. So they usually, when they do that, that's typically a signifier of, hey, free steel and bone coming. Alright, now for this room. So, if I'm not mistaken, there's actually something up there that you can collect, like a chest. My problem is, no, maybe not. Because I think I remember always trying to get up there. Sorry, because I used to think that there was like a chest up there or something. I don't know if I could have sworn you could get up here. Hey, what do I know? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Is this the boss fight? Yep. No, I think he comes after. I think we have to do all that stuff first. Yeah, we have to do the sword thing first, I think. Yep, because these guys just spawned in, so... That means, basically, hey, guess what? You gotta come back here with an item. Did you fucking stay still? Jesus Christ. Oh, that was a waste. Oh well. Just because. They're gonna get annoying, and I'm gonna have to just start doing Flying Swallow because of this shit. Now, the funny thing is, too, like, I mean, I can counter with Lunar Staff. You can do counters, I'm pretty sure, with other weapons. Just, I tend to forget that I even had the damn thing. I know I said earlier, like, oh yeah, we're definitely done with this game for sure, but I forget how early you get counter in this game, which is nice. I'll collect it. I kind of want it. I mean, how much money do we have now anyway? I forgot there's a way to check in this game. I don't think there is. No. I could have sworn that they had a thing in the menu where you could check that, but I don't know. Alright, this area always reminds me of Demon Souls. Like 4-1 area. Because of those little building areas you can kind of go into and hide in. And stuff. Alright, projectile time. Yes! Give me the damn bow, please! Thank you. Alright, perfect. And now I gotta switch it all back because, well, you know. That's the name of the game, baby. That's the Cold Train, baby. Man, they should have made Gears of War 3, like, on a collection. If they were gonna bring over Gears of War 1 for, like, PlayStation stuff, they should have made a collection for just all 3 games. Just port them, not remake the whole thing, you know? I mean, I think that's kind of like a common agreement, common sentiment, but still. Alright, so this little tree branch, it's a bit finicky, though. Alright, grab this. And we should be fine. I don't think the cutscene's going to kick me into this, but grab the scarab. And then save your game. Trust me on this one. I might try something. Oh, I might try something a little wacky here, though. Nah, no. Flying Swallow works just fine. Although I could. Let's see if this works actually pretty well, too. I mean, I could see it happening, but I don't know. Oops. Alright, so this boss fight sucks. I don't have anything else to say. This fight sucks. An absolute gem of a fight. Just absolutely annoying shit. The laser technique I'm fine with. I'd rather him do that. His head is his weak point. See, I was hoping... I mean, I got one off. It's like I'm kind of hoping that, you know, maybe I can launch some UTs. He's going to kill me. We're not going to do that. We're not going to play that way. We're just going to do it the way that I think you're supposed to technically just do it, so... And if I have to switch to Nimbo, I will. I don't think that matters. Elemental weakness and stuff, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't think that's really much of a thing here. I mean, because he basically shoots fire, so I don't think that it matters. And he dodged my shit. Of course he would. Fucking dick. But if you do enough damage after a while, eventually the cocksucker will just give up. Yeah, get ready to waste a lot of life for this shit. If you're not good at this fight, because I am not good at this fight whatsoever. I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think the idea is like they want you to use bow. I should have just... I thought he was going to summon enemies for a second. That could be a different difficulty I'm thinking of. I think he's going to go over here now. No, he went over there. Okay. Make a fool out of me, I guess. Yeah, when he ducks his head like that, you can go for an attack. And now is the perfect time to do this. Yeah, really do not like this fight whatsoever. Oh yeah, something also off topic, but I guess Psychopomp is getting a sequel of all things. So it's like, wow, okay, that was fast. We just had like gold release and now we're getting a sequel. It's like, alright, damn. And then fucking, of course, Crow Country is on PlayStation Plus now. And it's like, you bastards. Like, I just bought that game on Steam like a week or so ago when it was on sale. Because I wanted to give it a shot. And funny enough, like, people for some reason just seem to just kind of think they know what I am when they really don't. So, they think that, like, just because I don't play their shitty, fucking dumb, stupid horror games that they like, I immediately just despise every other horror game known to man. But my thing is... Yeah, sorry about that. I kicked... I slightly moved my foot and I touched the fucking stupid ass Elgato cord that I have. So that thing is just, yeah. I switched out, because I tried turning it back on. I tried getting everything back to normal. And for some reason, it just was not wanting to connect to Elgato anymore, like the software. So I just said, fudge it. I switched out the microphone USB for that one, and it seems to work just fine. The old one, like the one I was using before, was like super finicky though, like stupidly finicky. You touch it slightly and it just goes ape shit. It's really aggravating. Anyway, so back to shit talking. All right, so basically, people usually recommend. Well, no, I wouldn't say recommend, but well, yeah, sometimes recommend and slash. I see people just talk about like, this insane horror game is super scary, and it's just like the most usual generic thing ever, right? You remember like that Michael Jackson horror game back then? It's pretty much just, we're in this sort of state where everybody just wants to continuously make nothing but the same Unity asset flip games, and then they just call it a horror game, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of those, and for some reason I get made fun of for just not liking shit generic horror games. It's bizarre. Or at least that's what it feels like, you know. It's like, oh, he doesn't play horror games. He's not into that type of stuff. It's like, yeah, no wonder, because it's fucking dog shit. Because every time I see these things, I just look at them like, that's generic as fuck. And what's funny is, like, I do like my horror games from time to time. It's just, I need a good horror game to play. I feel like most just don't do it. And the thing is, too, like, I don't really feel like I get scared as much as I used to with horror games. Oh yeah, I need I need the eye for that. Like, every once in a while, you know, you play a horror game, you get, like, a slight jump scare, but I don't feel like there's ever been really a crazy good horror game recently that I can think of. And besides, I mean, I like Resident Evil, I like, you know, Silent Hill, and those are scary games. And by the way, if anybody's wondering, well, I like Silent Hill not because of it being scary, but because of it being atmospheric and just having, like, really cool stories and stuff. That's why. I don't want to play these dumb, generic fucking jump scare. Like, I don't want to play fucking Poppy's Playtime. I don't want to fucking play... well, I played my Friendly Neighborhood for a little bit. It wasn't scary, though. It was just slightly interesting. I played it because of Resident Evil style. That's, you know, that's what it seemed like. It was okay. I didn't beat it, though, but it was okay. I just don't like this idea that's been imprinted that I, for some reason, just despise everything known to man that's horror just because I don't play shit generic horror games. There's your money one. And then, like... Then I got told that I probably wouldn't like, which I find hilarious. I probably wouldn't care for, what the fuck's that game called again? I can't remember the name of it. Damn it. Well, it was a technical horror game, I guess, but horror in a different sense. I don't know. It's like a very popular one that deals with, you know, SA and stuff. And, well, I'm not gonna get it. We're not gonna get into that detail. Because I think that people are fucking stupid when it comes to shit like that, but that's me. They don't know how to view fantasy from reality, really. They just think these characters are real. Like, the topics are very real, yes, but, like, the characters themselves are not, so, like... Whatever. Anyway, point being. Oh yeah, that's a melee weapon for some fucking reason. I wouldn't like it because it's a walking sim, but the funny thing is, too, is that when I usually make fun of games for being a walking sim, I'm not usually talking about games that are like... Because, like, I've played Psychopomp. That's basically a fucking glorified walking sim. So explain that. You can't say I won't like something because you think I won't. Because you don't know exactly what I like or don't like. And then it was like, oh, it's because it's... Oh, I wouldn't like Life is Strange because it's artsy-fartsy. Like, no, because it looks like shit. It looks like a boring, fucking, dumb fuck game. And, you know, the funny thing, too, is like, oh, you wouldn't like it because it's story-based or whatever. If somebody says shit like that, they're fucking stupid. They don't get me. They don't know what I like. They don't understand me. So to speak. Or how about, yeah, because it's like, oh, you wouldn't like it because it's artsy-fartsy or whatever. It's like, it looks fucking stupid. It looks like it's up its own ass. But yet, I liked The Walking Dead episode 1, so explain that. That's not really artsy-fartsy, but that's also another one of those cases of, like, it's not really a heavy gameplay game, either. But yet, I, you know, thought that was interesting. I don't know, because my thing is, like, I can like any genre at any time. Oh, also, real quick, the walking sim problem. I usually refer to games that have walking sections as walking sims to basically be derogatory toward the said game. So God of War 4, for example, is a walking sim because it has fucking walk and talks out the ass. Last of Us, same fucking thing. Constantly just needing to be this stupid bullshit, like, I don't know. They need to just mouth off their own shit. Like, they force you to watch their story shit. And it's like, I'd rather not have a game that forces me to. If I cared about your story, I wouldn't listen to it. But these assholes do not deserve that. So that's why I call them walking sims, because they're basically glorified walking sims. Because they try so fucking hard to force you to pay attention to their crap that they're spewing, their agenda bullshit that they're spewing. And I'm not here for that. And then you force me to walk to listen to you. That's a walking sim to me. Something like Journey or even that Flower game, like, I could probably play those just fine. But no, people think I'm too fucking stupid to, you know. I have no taste in things because, God forbid, mine are just very specific and I don't want to waste my fucking time on stupid generic shit. And what's funny, too, is, like, I read visual novels, for fuck's sake. And I spend less time going through those because those games actually treat my time with respect. And then also another thing, too, is, like, people think I'm weird for not liking Danganronpa 3. It's like, well, first of all, I don't think I really cared much for it because I was doing it a blind playthrough. And then the other thing, too, is, like, all because I don't remember characters' names, I'm just a fucking dunce. Right? Because I didn't care about the game, and it's like, oh, what a fucking idiot. Doesn't care about the game, doesn't like Danganronpa 3. What a fucking idiot. Yet I still like 1 and 2. So, I don't know, man. People just pretend that they know. We all know the reality is they don't. You will never know what I like. Probably because I probably will never tell you. So eat a dick. That's my 2 cents. Also, another game that's, you know, I hate to be this way. All right, you want to talk about something that is like a good artsy fartsy game, but also one of them that's a bit more flawed, even in the same. What? Oh, my bad. Forgot to do that. So, BioShock 1 is, I would argue, also in that same realm of artsy fartsy and somewhat even a little bit of it up its own ass too. Not gonna lie, and that's like my favorite game of all time, so explain that shit. And hell, my favorite visual novel shit is, you know, most likely also technically considered to be up its own ass too. And those are artsy fartsy as hell. Like all over the place. I mean everything. So, yeah. That's just one of those, like, they have a narrative that they want to spew and make me the bad guy. Oh, God. I'm not going to use a spear gun for this shit. I don't care. And another thing I kind of want to bring up, too, is, like, am I stupid for preferring to play games that are like hack and slashes? Am I stupid because I don't like to... Like, I like playing games like this that are action-oriented versus just playing RPGs all the time, even though I do like my fair share of RPGs. Just because I don't play them nearly as much as I play my hack and slashes means I'm fucking stupid. I don't have the brain capacity to play them. It's the same thing with, like, Fire Emblem. Like, being told I wouldn't like Fire Emblem, like, fuck off. And then I ended up liking it, actually. So, what the fuck is that all about? Like, oh, you wouldn't like it. Why? Because I'm too fucking stupid to enjoy it? See, now I'm just getting mad. No, that's not good. We're playing Ninja Gaiden to have fun, not get all pissy. But it's a topic to talk about, at the very least. It's just annoying shit. I don't remember if we have to go back to the Alma place or if we can just go to Dorku already. Probably. Because I know we have to go back here anyway. Go down, for fuck's sake. Also, just to say this, I didn't like ukulele when I've tried to play it multiple times. I just did not like it. It has that Unity feel that I just do not like whatsoever. Like that really gross feeling to it. Like everything just does not feel like it's supposed to. It just feels gross to play. Unreal games do it from time to time too, but I actually have a little bit more of a soft spot for Unreal games than I do Unity games. I don't know why that is. But Yuka Replay looks a lot better. Like, a lot better. I've heard from people that have actually played ukulele that they're like, oh, they took out some things that were kind of nice, or they fixed things that, you know, we used to like having. And I can see that happening, and, you know, I respect people who do actually like ukulele, as long as they respect me saying that I prefer the sequel. You know, I like the sequel one better. And not only that, but, I don't know, I just don't vibe with the first game. But who knows, maybe I might end up liking Yuka Replay E, actually. I think that's a possibility. I could buy it today if I wanted to, or even fucking Croc. I haven't bought I own Croc on PS1, so it's not like I can't play Croc. I sold in a Croc. But I know they remastered it for like $30, and then they added like a Platinum edition or whatever they call it. I forget. It's Platinum something. I know that. Whether it be edition, I don't know. Regardless, there's like another possible variant where they added like time trials or some shit. And the thing is too, like it's at the end of the day, even though it's a remastered version, it's still Croc, you know. So I don't know if I'm gonna really like it that much. But when the Gex collection came out, I bought that. You guys know because you saw the Super Genius, whatever it's Super Genius of it. When I did that with my brother and my friend, I remember trying to watch people play Gex back in the day, mainly like Gigaboots, if you guys are familiar with them, and it did not make the game look very fun. And then we got to play the collection. My brother was playing it relatively seemingly well enough, and I was like, oh, this is not that bad looking. This looks pretty enjoyable for the most part. I still have yet to beat it, of course, but like, dude, fuck off. I mean, I know, I'm supposed to be dodging his shit, but... Also, another funny... Speaking of horror game stuff, it's funny because, like, my uncle was over one day at my parents', and, he's, like, big into horror stuff. I mean, he likes games, too, but he's always been a very horror-based guy. He likes his Lovecraft stuff and all that. And what I find funny, though, is, well, he was asking about, like, do you guys know any, like, horror games? And I'm like, Well, the thing is, like, I'm pretty sure, like, what he's asking for is primarily just scary games. Because usually when people are asking for, like, any horror recommendations, they're usually meaning, like, games that would actually make me scared to play. And I don't play those games because I find them generic and boring sometimes. And I said, sometimes, okay? That doesn't mean that all of them are bad, I'm just saying. And every once in a while, you know, you can hate me for this, but every once in a while, like, I like having all these basics. I like having something that is just enough, like, fun enough or uncanny enough to just be, like, okay, this is kind of neat, you know? I'm fine with that, too. But I feel like the last really scary game I played was PT. Like, ultimately scary game. But then again, I don't play, like, a ton of horror games. And they're always in first person, which annoys the shit out of me. But then again, I guess that's to make it more atmospheric. But, I don't know. That's where the generic part kind of comes in for me, too. Is like, I see them in first person, I'm like, yep. It's what I think it's going to be. Another generic first-person Unity asset flip. Can't wait. But then you get games like Little Nightmares, and I heard that Little Nightmares 3 is not that scary, though, either, compared to the other two. I still have yet to actually beat the other two. I think I own one of them. I think I own the first one. Just never really went through it much. I like the idea that it's got co-op, though. That's kind of neat for the new game. Enough of this. And then, funny enough, like, back then, like, this might sound a little lame, but I kind of miss the days of, like, early FNAF, you know? I miss, like, FNAF 1 and 2. Not really so much 3, but I miss when, like, FNAF was just kind of new enough. And that's what I want from horror games. I want something, like, just... It doesn't have to be jump scary. I want, like, a mystery. I want, like, something fun. I want, like, this internet, you know, collective, like, when Petscop was going on. Like, something like that, you know? That's what I want. I want something bigger than just making you just jump scared. That's it. Also, Tormented Souls 2 is out. I got through... I got a bit ways in that game. I'm still kind of waiting for that one game I played. But I think no, I didn't stream it. I did something with it. I did, like, just a video of it. I forget what it was called, like Winter Russian Wife or something. I don't remember, but it looked neat. That had a really fun demo. That did no damage. Well, of course it doesn't. It's fucking Infernal Level 3. What do you honestly think that Infernal Level 3 would ever do damage? Then you're out of your goddamn mind. Stop doing things. Why did it not go back to... why did it do that? I was looking for the items. I don't know. My thing is, like, people that recommend me stuff just usually don't understand what I'm looking for. And that's usually why I have to kind of just go on my own and look for that. Because, like, again, I played Psychopomp and I thought it was neat, but it was one of those cases of... It's neat and all, but it's not scary. Like, at all. But it doesn't have to be scary. I just want, like, a horror aesthetic that has something kind of interesting in it, hidden behind. So, something like My House What? I mean, that was scary and just unnerving. I guess that's the other thing, too, is, like, I want something unnerving. Even if nothing happens, like, I just want it to be unnerving. Or at the very least, a Resident Evil or Silent Hill type game. And again, Silent Hill doesn't need to be scary either. It could just be, well, it doesn't have to be jump scary. And yes, there are jump scares. Like, even in Silent Hill 1, like, I still sometimes get jump scared by those little bastards in the school that just make that noise. They don't do anything to you, but they just... No, I think they grab you, don't they? Yeah. Well, either way, those little ghost kid things, you know, they'll make, like, a noise just out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, you bastards, you got me. You know, but, like, I like Silent Hill for the story and stuff. And sometimes the gameplay, depending on the game. I don't mind Homecoming's gameplay, really. Downpour, I'm not a big fan of, though. But I don't mind Downpour's story. Just, its gameplay was not my cup of tea at all. And the Silent Hill F gameplay was pretty good. And then story-wise, I mean, it's good. Yeah. It's hard to say exactly how I feel about it, but ooh. For those that are wondering, why am I doing so bad? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no clue. It's because I'm getting way too cocky. I'm getting way too in my own head about this shit. Like, I'm just like, oh, well, if I do this, you know, like, whatever. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not seemingly having it right now, I guess. I'm not really having a bad day. I'm just kind of out of it. And then he does that fucking bullshit. I'll buy more. It's okay. Stop going for fucking grabs, you pussy. There. Finally. Goddamn. That took goddamn forever. And now I have to mix these videos together, too. Which sucks. But I don't want to end it there, either. Because that's all... we got, like, maybe 15 more minutes I can get out of this. Actually, no. I got more than that. What am I talking about? I do my math right. Oh, ugh. But we're 12 chapters out of like 16, so this part also sucks my ass. I do not like doing this part either. But actually, I was going to say, do we have to do this? And it's like, yeah, kind of. The order shouldn't be too hard to figure out. But this is also me we're talking about, so I'll fuck it up somewhere, somehow, I'm sure. Alright, I think it's... No, there's like 2 different distinct ways to go, and I just don't recall what does what offhand, so... Well, that's another lever that leads to. And this is this lever, which I think we can do this one right now, because like I think if we hit that lever, we kind of screw ourselves on something else. So I might as well just do this while I have the chance. Somehow didn't run out of great elixirs. That's surprising. Thought I would have. Okay, so okay, that's that one. Yeah. And I need to go back and raise that and not fall off. It's very dangerous what I'm doing here. Alright, so that puts that over there. I think we need the other one to go down too. Which means this one, correct? I think. There's one I've not moved yet. I think it's that one. Yeah, because that moves right. Okay. I think I got everything right. I know it doesn't seem like a hard puzzle because it really isn't. Just my stupid ass. Sometimes kind of fucks it up every once in a while. Yeah, because we're missing... No, I know. Yeah, we're missing a platform. We need to take one back. It's not that one. But I probably still need that one to be there anyway. If I think about it correctly. What does this lead to again? That's that one. Yeah, not a good idea. Well, I mean, it could be like... Maybe it's already set up, like I can do it. I just... No, because there's supposed to be... I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a thing like right here. You can wall run this, but not much. So you need like a platform for that. Which means I probably gotta do this again. And go back up there and push that other lever down, whichever one it was. Then I have to come back down here and probably do that one again just to get that extra Life of Gods or whatever. Yeah, if I just knew which one was what every time, I think it wouldn't be that bad. So I have to double check and make sure which ones are which again. Okay, so that puts that over there. Okay, good. That's what I was missing. Alright. Alright, that works. Shit. Have I done a Deadpool? I don't think I've done a Deadpool Let's Play. I have done Deadpool Guide, though. Alright, get ready for one of the most tantalizing, annoying, whatever things ever known to man. Okay. I did that one wrong, though. I jumped too high. Yeah. That's the first problem, is I jumped too high. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be... You go this way. Yep, there it is. Alright, cool. It's not exactly hard to figure out. Of course he would. You know how much I would just... I want to rage right now from that? Just pure, unadulterated rage is what I feel right now. Pure anger. Because of course this fuckwit would do that. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he just jump like that, like he's supposed to? But no. They had... It's the fucking devs' fault, man. They put a goddamn stupid fence right there. That's why. If that fence was not there, and it was just a normal, everyday jump, it wouldn't be that difficult to deal with. But no, we had to put a stupid-ass fence in it. Because of course we did. Why wouldn't we? Right? That's the annoying part. It's like, ah, oh, whatever. We're here now. It's not a big deal now. I got my Life of the Gods. I got my Scarabs. And I do not want this video to end, man. I'm having too much fun. I could always do another video, too. It's not a big deal. I got time today to do it. So. Alright, here we go. I can't wait for this part of the game. This oh-so enjoyable part. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that hard to figure out where to go, either. Should be just a regular one. Oh, I guess not. They're all big size. This is also another timed optional fight, so you don't have to do this. Do we have to go upstairs first, actually? Do we need to? I can't remember if we're supposed to. Like, if there's something we're supposed to get up here first to make sure that we have to do that. Because I could have sworn that was a thing you have to do. It's like, oh, make sure you talk to the door or look at the door to make sure you can't go through it. So that way, whenever Ryu gets around to it, he'll be like, oh, I guess I can't go through there. That's the door I need to open. And the door back over here leads back to the bridge. If you guys remember that from way long ago. Think Rachel chapter, but not actually because, well, she's not here. Pretty much like in the old area where Muramasa's shop kind of exists. That's sort of where that entails. And then to our left-ish or whatever will be the... Let me think. Fuck off. Over here would be water area, so pretty sure that's where we have to go first. And just in case, if this is the game I'm thinking you can do it in, one of these I could have sworn was, yep, they're all breakable. Scarab, and one of them should have been a Life of Gods, I think. Found it. Because I think in one game, I want to say it was like Sigma or some shit, where they make it to where that's not a thing anymore for some reason. Map of Zarkon, very nice. That takes care of that. I'll just pop these bad boys in, because why not? I have plenty of them. I think I have just enough to actually level up again, too. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to pause there. It just happened. Wait, do we have to... We gotta go back with the... Yeah, we have to go back with the tablets anyway, so that's... Yeah, that's later. We don't need to do that now. We need the other one anyway. Remember, Ryu's running on water animations is... Well, annoying. Alright, there's another pack of 10 Life of Gods we can get. But good luck getting them all, because I don't remember where they're all at. Yeah, it's such a weird... I probably could use it, but I could also just save it for later. In the off chance that something were to happen. God forbid, but you never know. Can you swim down, for fuck's sake? Thank you. Holy shit. You made that way harder than you should have. Yeah, I'll probably end up just doing another recording of this. Like today. I like this game a lot. Also, we could go back to that Muramasa bridge area and then break down that one door because we have this weapon now. But this is me we're talking about. We'll do that later when we get around to it, probably, if I remember to. I should remember. I don't forget that easily. Just saying. And just in case, just double... I like to double check, make sure they don't have anything. Oh my fucking lord! How many little bastards are there? Alright, that's it. If it makes it any easier, I'll take it. Okay. And down we go. You know, I've never really liked the swimming mechanics in these games, but they do work. That's the thing, though, with it. Is it does actually ultimately work pretty well. Or work enough. There's no boss fight yet, right? Is that later? Or do we fight boss now? Then we fight these guys. We don't have to. Yeah, fuck them. You know, I used to always be like that. I used to be like, I'm just going to fight everything in sight. And it's like, you don't have to do that. You probably end up wasting more items fighting than you do actually, you know, getting the money to yeah. And then you could just, if you need money that bad, you can go somewhere else to go get it. There's plenty of other places I could just go grind at or whatever and just go get money that way. Alright, down we go. And then there should be... No, that you come out of there, actually, I'm pretty sure. That did a decent chunk of damage. They wanted me to UT. That's why they dropped that fucking blue. Little did they know that I'd have a hard time doing UTs, I guess. So yeah, the whole point of this is to melt it. We can't do that quite yet. Annoyingly enough. And there will be a boss fight. There will be a test on this, by the way. Ah, fuck. Whatever. Back to the original. Get the hell out of here. Die. Alright, it wasn't perfect, but it works, I guess. I don't think I came from here yet, right? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. Need this for the door. Also, I'm not a fan of the boss of this area. Not the Snow Yeti one. That one's okay. It's kind of like more like a mini boss, if anything. The main boss. Do not like him. I freaking hate that guy. Because he always gets those cheap shots on me, and it pisses me off. Alright, cool. Opens that. Now we have access to new area. And then for some reason, I don't know if it's just like an Xbox One thing or what it is. But the camera gets kind of fucky here. There's the left. I think Ryu just said like that was basically it. I think. I don't know what he said. I wasn't paying attention. It is kind of not exactly hard to get through here without getting hit, but it's one of those things where I do still struggle to do. So me getting hit is probably going to happen. Be very careful. If you think it's... Because like most of the time, these little smoke things are going to blow out 2 or 3 times. So just remember that that's probably going to happen. Can't do anything over there just yet. Fiends... Actually, greater fiends, I think, show up here in harder difficulties as well. Now, this button, I don't think will deactivate until after you start running on the platforms. Oh, yeah, I forgot that stick was there. Hot damn. I mean, yeah, it's hot in here, but I made it through there pretty okay, actually. That's a surprise. Nah, I don't need it. I'm not going to use that, probably ever. I already have enough of those. Wasn't there a save? No, that's a different game. Yeah, completely different game here. Okay. Ow. Well, I got close. I got close to making it through here without taking damage, but I fucked up. That's okay. We only need 2 or 3 of those, I think, for what we're about to do. No, it's out here what I'm looking for. Yeah. Well, scarab right here, first of all. I'm just going to make that easy on me because I usually fuck this place up. And then there's going to be like a ton of bats. So, get ready for that. Do this first. I don't think it's optional. I think you kind of have to do that anyway. So, just remember, you know, that's something to kind of do. You don't have to technically do it first, no, but it makes it easier if you do it that way, I feel. I was going to say, this place basically spawns like a ton of bats. They're not infinitely spawning, but there's just a shitload of them. I could have sworn there was. Making a liar to me again, huh? Alright, so iron ore, iron ore. Alright, that's all 3. Wait, what? What do you mean? What? Then where am I missing the last one at? The fuck are you talking about? I picked up like 3 of these bastards. The fuck? That's not right. That's not good either. Uh-oh. Unless... No. We got the one up there. What the fuck am I missing? Oh, I think I know. I have an idea of where it might be at. Oh, shit. I think it's up there. It's up there. Motherfucker! But luckily enough, I think you can do this. So it's not a big deal. Every time I come here, I'm like, I should go over there for some reason. Like, there's something always telling me, like, beckoning me. Like, you should go there first because there's probably something over there. Little did my dumbass know there actually was something over there like, every time. And Ryu jumps exactly where I don't want him to jump, but that's my fault because I'm... Fuck off, game, with that fucking dumb crap. You know exactly where I wanted to jump at, and you're not letting me. Well, good news is I can get my health back. Because guess who's going to show up? That's right. These little fuckwits. I was going to say, there should be more. Usually is. This is what Nunchaku is good for fighting. These guys. Alright. That's enough of that. There. Now can I do this? Thank God. Can't skip it, though. And unfortunately, I think the crack... I think we're stuck. Because it says... Even though it says there's a crack in the wall. I'll say there's a crack in the wall when there's a crack in the wall. It just says, you know, blowing chill and all that shit. You can't really go over there, I don't think, without... Like, there's no other way to get over there, pretty much. Besides going completely back. That I know of. You know what's funny? It's like, I'm facing that direction, and then I just, of course, like an idiot, hit another direction. I'm facing the direction to go, and I still fuck it up. Now, I think this is closed off right here. Yep. Alright, cool. We made it out of there alive. And now we go back and solve puzzle. Or that can happen. Good news is, there's a way out of it. Bad news is, I took a bit of damage from it. You know, this game likes to give me a lot of these elixirs, so let's just use one for once. Okay, down here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but I've never really been a big fan of the platforming in Ninja Gaiden 1. I don't think it's absolutely terrible, but it has its moments. Was it always there? I always forget that this thing even exists. We've been playing for 4 hours. You've been playing for 72 hours. Yeah, this is the boss fight area. Okay. Is this optional, though? Because it looked like almost as like... because we can just go back. We got the cog. No, we need to fight him because it has the Eye of the Storm. Yep. We have the cog thing for something else. That door in the magma room. We need both ice and fire. That's how it works. So yeah, the Sonic Boom game. Fire and Ice. Never got to play it or even the original one. I do actually have the original one. I just have not touched it yet. Just haven't really felt like it. Alright. He gives us Eye of Ice. You hold it up. You unlock door. There you go. Now, this part... How do I do this again? I know. I know how to... I'm pretty sure I know how to do I know how to do this. Flip yourself like this. Drop down, hold up. Just in case. Because I'm pretty sure you probably have to. Yeah, it's an elixir, but hey, we got to use one, so... Now would be probably the best time to actually use it. Or get another one back, I guess. I don't know why my voice stopped working for a second there. Okay, so that leaves that area. When we go back to magma... Oh, I know, guys. I know. I know this is annoying. But that's how this game is. And then he just jumps back down like a dork. Ryu, come the fuck on, dude. Holy fucking hell. You're not making this easy on me, man. There. Jesus Christ. Well, if we're gonna do this, let's just do this. Budget. Oh yeah, there's just randomly more ore. Oh. I don't think there's any reason to use it, though. I don't think so. I've never tried anything with it. But I don't think there's any reason to have it. I mean, it would be cool if it's like, oh, you get like an extra weapon or something. Oh, it'd just be a Life of the Gods or something like that. It'd be like a Demon Seal or something. I don't know. But I wonder why that's even there at all, really. Like, why is there more? That is strange. I don't know. Because we have the cog. Extremely dangerous what I'm doing here, so don't do what I'm doing. We can try it out. I mean, I can go back and check that area and just see. I guess before we do that, let's just... Yeah, cool, alright. Let's just save game over here. Because funny enough, like in Sigma version, I'm pretty sure it's Sigma, there's a save point out here instead. But in the original versions, there's not. Okay, yeah, so there's no ore. There's no ore anymore. I wonder. Because I have no clue why they would just respawn ore. Why would that do that? Makes no sense. Unless it's like, oh, there's like just an extra little thing you can do. Like, because there's like 2, right? So my brain thought is like, oh, well, what if it makes a small thing I can use? That's already been dumped out, so... Beats the hell out of me. I don't know why this would be even a thing at all, really. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a accidental thing that happens in this game where it's just like, oh, the game hasn't fully registered that we've done all that stuff yet, I guess. So I don't know why. Oh wait, fortune was you get more money. No. Whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna double save. This place sucks. I want to fight the boss in this video. I know I probably shouldn't. But I think I'm going to. I feel like it'd be a good idea to get it over with. Okay. Okay. What a weird thing that was. Alright, boss time. Another one. Another mini boss time. This time it's a magma worm. I always forget that he's here. Honestly, like I always do. He's just a sort of slightly non-existent bastard. Oh wait, he's got the fire ring. I remember him now. Yeah, he shoots out fire rings. I said fire wings. That was probably the best I've ever done on him at all. By far. And I landed right in the lava. I have flame. There you go. How could I forget about him? Because we need a second guy to kill. Oh. Not... Oh, God, this is gonna... This is gonna suck ass. Well, let's go grab our stuff first before we just fuck off and do anything. I don't think there's a scarab in here that I need to worry about. And enemies only, I think, appear as soon as you start this up. And annoyingly enough, you can't just, like, press the button or just jump onto it. You have to do this every time. And this might... What the fuck, game? Come on! This might sound weird, but take your time, sort of. Don't go crazy about it, but just take your time a little... Like, take a little bit, you know. Just time your jumps. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Why are you like this? Why do you exist to solely piss me off? That's why. If you don't time your jumps properly, that's what's going to happen. You're going to fuck up like I did. This part sucks ass. There's hardly any time to make this damn thing anyway. And just fucking mash A. And if you get that wall run, just take it. You're better off doing that. This stuff is stupid. We're gonna save the game. I'm not gonna be an idiot. We are saving the game first. I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna eat shit. Yes, you can do, I think, both, either square or triangle for that one. I should say X or Y. Somebody will get mad about that. Somebody always does. Just goofballs being the usual selves. Okay, at least this time it actually put in both and didn't have to make you put in, like, both gold and silver. Separate. Whoa. God damn. Too much commentary, I guess. Alright, there's that. We need that for later, of course. But unfortunately, we have this dickhead to deal with. So here's how this fight goes. Go up here and hit him in the head. But be careful, he's got a big AoE attack. That will knock you out of charging UT. That. Whenever he goes to do anything, you launch your UT immediately. This is why having that UT armlet on is actually important here. And luckily, with the... Well, with this weapon... Oh, good, good, good. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's what we want. I think he's going to do a thing. I could have sworn he does a thing where he fucks you there. I don't think you can hit him from here, though. You can! Oh, shit, I should... Wow, no damage on that fight, too. That's impressive. That never happens for me whatsoever. At least I never had that happen. Huh. I guess I've just gotten slightly better. And we get a Life of Gods with it, too. Well, I mean, 1,000 Gods, sorry. Which I do like how 1,000 Gods does not just waste your Life of Gods, either. Like, you still have them in the back. Ready to go and ready to give you something nice. Thank goodness he fell down in just the right place. And that's chapter done. Very cool. 4 Nimpo and decent essence, I guess. Clear time was awful, but hey. And now for another shit chapter. Pretty sure this is Alma 2, I think. That sounds about right. I hate when they do that. When it's like, oh, there's a thing in the way. You have to go hit him instead of, like, click on the thing you wanted to click on. This place. You know what? Yeah, hell no. Okay, we'll do this next time. Alright, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time for some more Ninja Gaiden Black. And, of course, as always, take care, everybody.